All right, today Paul Ryan got a shout out from former Vice President Dick Cheney, and Dick Cheney's Vice President said, "I worship the ground Paul Ryan walks on. I hope Paul Ryan does not run for president. It would ruin a good man with who has a lot of work to do." What do you think about that quotation and shout out?
Well, I'm a huge fan of Paul Ryan's, and I know his attitude is that he can either be the budget chairman or a candidate for some other office, and that he feels very keenly that in the next year and a half or two, the most important thing he can do for the country is be a good budget chairman. He has laid out a plan that would save these great social safety nets that our country has, Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security. And the President of the United States, frankly, has punted on this. It is shocking to me. Greta, you may not be aware of this, but the President of the United States has an obligation, a statutory obligation, if certain conditions, if the Medicare law, the dedicated revenues and the outlays get cattywampus, under the law, the president
get
cattywampus.
I'm from Wisconsin. We don't have. What does that mean?
Well, here, I'll give you the, all right, you forced me to do the technical thing. If the difference between the outlays and the dedicated revenues is more than 45% of the total outlays of Medicare, the Congress passed a law that says in that instance, for the next 7 years, then the President of the United States is obligated to present to Congress a plan to put the program back on good financial setting. This happened in 2008. President Bush laid out a plan which he gave the Congress to shore up the finances of Medicare. President Obama has faced this trigger in 2009, 2010, and 2011, and he has ignored it. He has failed to meet the statutory requirement under the law of providing Congress a plan to put the finances, the situation inside Medicare, back together. And you know, the president is just treating this as if these are not problems. And, you know, his own actuaries, the trustees of Medicare came out based on the actuaries' report 2 weeks ago and said that Medicare is going broke in 2024. Paul Ryan has presented a plan that will save Medicare and make it a program that can sustain itself over the long haul. President Obama is ignoring his own actuaries who say it's going bankrupt, it's going belly up in 2024.
But it's enormously complicated and complex, and the fact that the Democratic Party won that seat in New York, and it was seen as a statement about the Paul Ryan budget, shows how complicated it is, and politically it's difficult.
Hey, it's complicated, but I think Rush Limbaugh in your previous segment hit it. There's a narrative being put out by the media. The woman who won that congressional race, the Democrat who won it, got 1% more than Barack Obama received when he lost the district in 2000. The only reason the Democrats won this thing, the only reason they had a serious candidate in this race was there was a rich third-party candidate who'd previously run 3 times as a Democrat, who ran as a self-described Tea Partier in this election and spent a reported $3 million of his own money trashing the Republican. Without that, the Democrats would not have a chance. Most states do not have the easy ballot laws that like New York has, and there are not a lot of rich liberal Democrats running around who are willing to call themselves Tea Partiers and run as populist conservatives in congressional races next year. So the Democrats misread this. If they think this was a big mandate, why is it that their candidate got just about 1% more than Obama got when he lost the district last time around?